Paul has the three sages of the Western Pure Land, then the Buddha in the middle will be Buddha Amitabha, with great strength Bodhisattva and great compassion Bodhisattva on either side. They represent great wisdom and great compassion, symbolizing infinite wisdom, infinite abilities. So again, we see by everything that we look at when we enter a way place that Buddhism is an education. There are also profound teachings within the names of the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas. The name Buddha Shakyamuni tells us the basic principles of his education. Shakya means humanity and kindness. Muni means purity of mind. The teachings of these values is advocated because people in our world lack these qualities. Lacking compassion and kindness, we are still attached to our ego, are still very selfish. Sentient beings lack purity of mind and dwell constantly in greed, anger, and ignorance. Any bodhisattva who becomes a Buddha in this world will be called Shakyamuni, to teach us the remedy for our problems. Once the representations of the Buddha and Buddha Bodhisattva images are intuitively understood just by our looking at them, then we will perfectly comprehend the Buddha's teachings. The main principle of our practice is awakening proper thoughts and purity. An initial step in our learning and practice is taking refuge in the Triple Jewels. After we generate the heart to take refuge by accepting, learning, and practicing Buddhism, we request a Dharma master to pass on the teachings, to pass on the principles, the goal of practice in Buddhism. The Triple Jewels are the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Sangha. When we take refuge in the Buddha, we are returning from our deluded state of mind and relying upon an awakened mind. When we take refuge in the Dharma, we are returning from incorrect views and relying upon proper views and understanding. When we take refuge in the Sangha, we are returning from pollution and disharmony and relying upon purity of mind and the 6 principles of harmony. These 6 principles are to help us get along harmoniously with others. Not only are these applicable within a Buddhist community, but also in any organization, group, family, anytime people gather together. The first principle is to share the same goals and views. Everyone in this group shares similar viewpoints, providing the foundation for living in harmony. If everyone has different views and thoughts, then conflicts would become unavoidable, making the group discordant and worse. The second of the principles of harmony is to abide by the same precepts and rules. There are both broad and narrow meanings within the word precepts. The narrower meaning includes upholding the 5 or 10 layperson precepts, the monk or nun precepts, the bodhisattva precepts, as well as following the Buddha's teachings. In a broader sense, abiding by the precepts includes abiding by accepted, proper codes of behavior, customs, rules, laws of wherever we are throughout the world. Next, we practice the third principle of living and practicing together harmoniously. This naturally leads to the fourth principle of according with others. When living together and sharing a common consensus, a group would naturally not have any conflicts. To practice with the same goal and to achieve improvement daily ensures that the community will meet the fifth principle, that is, experiencing the joy and inner peace from practicing the teachings. And finally, the sixth principle is to share benefits harmoniously. This refers to our daily living necessities. We really do not need a great deal to live. Living by the 6 principles of harmony will help us to get along better with others. When with others, whether or not they follow the 6 principles, we are to follow them. So we need to accord with the spirit of these principles to truly follow the teachings. Another important guideline for our practice is the 3 learnings of abiding by the precepts, deep concentration, and wisdom. These summarize all the teachings of Buddha Shakyamuni and of all Buddhas throughout the universe. The teachings of the precepts place most emphasis on rules and laws that we need to follow to successfully